This book has been banned in prisons. It's been condemned by critics as evil, moral, a manual for sociopaths. And yet, it's been on bestseller lists for 25 years. Rappers quote it, CEOs study it in secret. It's been translated into 24 languages. So, what is the 48 Laws of Power? And why does it make people so uncomfortable? This is the first video in our series on the most controversial self-help book ever written. And I'm going to tell you why you should read it, even if you think it's dangerous. What this book actually is. The 48 Laws of Power was published in 1998 by Robert Greene. It's 452 pages of strategies, historical examples, and principles, all designed to teach you one thing: how power works, not how it should work, not how it works in a perfect world, how it actually works in the real world, where people lie, manipulate, and compete. Here's Greene's argument: power is a game. Everyone is playing it, and whether they admit it or not. The people who say they're not playing, Greene says they're often the most dangerous players of all because they disguise their moves behind morality. He writes, "Any man who tries to be good all the time is bound to come to ruin among the great number who are not good." That's a quote from Machiavelli, and it's the foundation of the whole book. The world is not fair. Power does not reward virtue. And if you pretend otherwise, you'll be crushed by people who understand the game better than you. So if that's the philosophy, what are the actual laws? Let me give you 5 of the most famous ones, and fair warning, some of these are going to make you uncomfortable. 5 laws that prove why this book is controversial law. Never outshine the master. In 1661, Nicolas Fouquet, finance minister to King Louis XIV of France, threw the most extravagant party in history. He built a palace, Vaux-le-Vicomte, just to host it. The party featured food never before tasted in France, fireworks over geometrically perfect gardens, and a play written by Molière himself. Fouquet's goal: to honor the king, to show loyalty, to prove he deserved to be prime minister. The king's response: he had Fouquet arrested the next day, tried for stealing from the treasury, sent to prison in the Pyrenees, where Fouquet spent the last 20 years of his life in solitary confinement. Why? Because Fouquet's party was too good. It made the king feel small, and you do not make a king feel small. Greene's lesson: if you outshine your boss will destroy you. Make them look brilliant instead. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Friends are more likely to betray you than enemies, because they're easily aroused to envy. They think they deserve what you have. An enemy, on the other hand, has something to prove. Hire a former enemy and he will be more loyal than a friend. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Greene writes, all great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be crushed completely. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out. Half measures create enemies who come back stronger. Total annihilation? They can't come back. Law 33. Discover each man's thumbscrew. Everyone has a weakness, an insecurity, an uncontrollable emotion, a secret pleasure. Find it and use it. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Use other people's knowledge, wisdom, and legwork. Let them do the hard work, then take the credit. They'll be forgotten. You'll be remembered. This is the law that makes people call the book evil. The uncomfortable truth. So yeah, those laws are uncomfortable. But here's the question no one wants to answer. Are they wrong? Let's be honest. You've seen these laws in action. You've watched someone get promoted because they made their boss look good, not because they were the best at the job. You've seen friendships dissolve over envy. You've seen ruthless people win. The reason this book makes people uncomfortable is not because it's wrong. It's because it's right. And we don't want to admit it. We want to believe that hard work and good intentions are enough. Greene says they're not. The world rewards those who understand power, not those who pretend it doesn't exist. He writes, if you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. better to enter with boldness. This is not a book about what should be, it's a book about what is, and if you can't see the difference, you're already losing the game. But that brings us to the real question. Should you actually use these laws? Is this book a manual for manipulation or a survival guide? How to read this book without losing your soul. Robert Greene himself says, "This book is descriptive, not prescriptive. It's not telling you to be evil. It's telling you how evil people operate, so you can recognize the game when it's being played on you. You can read the 48 laws 2 ways. Offense, how to manipulate, deceive, and win. Defense, how to recognize when someone is using these strategies against you. Most people should read it for defense, because I guarantee someone in your life is already using these laws. Your boss, your coworker, that friend who always seems to get what they want. Knowing the laws doesn't mean you have to use all of them. It means you understand the terrain. You see the moves before they happen. You protect yourself. And sometimes, you use them. Not to destroy people, but to survive. The 48 Laws of Power is not a book for everyone. If you want to believe the world is fair and meritocratic, close this video now. But if you want to see how power really works, not how it should work, but how it does, this book will change the way you see everything. Over the next few weeks, we're breaking down the most important laws from this book. 1 law per video. Deep dives, real examples, how to use them, how to defend against them. Next week, Law 1, never outshine the master. The full story of Nicolas Fouquet, the man who threw the greatest party in history and lost everything because of it. Subscribe, you don't want to miss this.